know why I'm asking you if you're ready. You're always ready.
I'm always
You're Chase
ready.
Owens.
I'm on the case.
You're Chase
always on
Owens
the case. Always
of the
on the
Bullet
case.
Club. Hell yeah. Thank you for sitting down with us and chatting.
Thank you.
How you guys doing with the Bullet Club block party so far?
I love it. There's tons of people out here having fun, playing some cornhole. We got over there big Jenga.
Apparently, yeah.
I've seen people getting chopped
Oh,
by
yeah.
Bad Luck Fale. Why in their right mind do you want to get chopped by him? Whatever.
So you're in the smart place. You're on his side.
I'm on his side, yeah.
So you chose the right way to go about it.
I did.
Would you go around if you weren't next to Bad Luck Fale and say, hey, man, I want to get chopped by you?
Absolutely not.
Hell no. Hell no.
He's a big man.
Yeah.
You seen that?
And he chops like a son of a bitch. He was halfway across the thing over here. We were hearing him from here.
It's brutal.
Let's talk a little bit. So you
All
guys
right.
just got off the G1 Supercard.
We did.
You
Madison Square Garden.
Hell yeah. Was that the first time you were there?
It was the first time ever being inside it.
That's awesome. How was it going? I was not going one-on-one. You were in the Rumble. But
Right.
how was it being part of Madison Square Garden, like any sorts of event there, and knowing that you and the Bullet Club were part of the G1 Supercard?
It's amazing, and just like with everything that New Japan's doing, we just keep growing. So to be a part of that history, because that's the first time that somebody other than WWE, WWF, whatever, has ran Madison Square Garden in how many years? Forever.
60 or something like that? That's what it says online. Everything online is true.
So to be a part of, this history-making night and competing, was truly an honor. Being in, what most people call the most famous wrestling building in the United States.
Hell yeah. Where else would you like to perform, and who would you like to perform against, let's say?
That's kind of tough because, obviously it was the Tokyo Dome, but I've done that. A couple years ago, before I joined Bullet Club, my main guy that I wanted to wrestle was AJ Styles, and I got to do that at my, my home promotion in Kingsport, Tennessee, which was at the time was NWA Smoky Mountain, but to wrestle, because AJ, when I got into wrestling, AJ was one of the guys that I looked up to, and that, I've kind of formed myself after as far as my wrestling, ability and the things that he did is what I was not exactly like him because he's way more athletic, but but just everything's so explosive and he's, one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Hell yeah. Now, I mean, you did have an amazing match against the IWGP US champion, Juice Robinson. You thinking about going for that title? 2019? The year Chase Owens is a US champ?
Yeah, I beat him in the New Japan Cup.
Hell yeah,
but
you did.
Wasn't able to beat him for the title, but I can guarantee that I'm not just done chasing that, that title. I've waited 4 years in New Japan to get that opportunity, and it didn't work out for me this time, but, get knocked down, 8 times, you get up 9 or whatever, whatever the saying is. Who cares? But, but that thing, 2019's got a lot of time left, and, I guarantee you I'm not done chasing for, not just the U.S. title, but any title in New Japan.
Hell yeah. Do you find yourself jumping around a bit from different promotions, or is New Japan the place where you're going to be for the foreseeable future?
Before, I was going back and forth, doing a lot of independence, but now mostly New Japan, and because I did sign a contract with them, and and now that I have a secure spot, I'm not as worried about money coming in or having to go do these indie shows just to pay the bills.
That's awesome. So you're kind of set with what you need to do, where you need to be, all that.
Yeah, I mean, there's always improvement to move up in the ranks, but as far as the company that I'm with, that I'm extremely happy, and and I don't see myself going anywhere in the foreseeable future.
Hell yeah. last night at G1, I wanted to ask basically anyone who I could ask from Bullet Club. We saw two people, jump the barricade. There was a bunch of crazy shit this weekend. We saw two people jump the barricade. Maybe not the best thing to do during the G1 Super, let's say. What do you think about that? You think they need an ass whipping? You think Chase Owens is the guy to do it? You think Bullet Club's the guy to give it to him?
Well, they made one smart decision. They went after the Briscoes, not after Guerrillas of Destiny. If they'd have picked that fight, it might not have turned out as well as it did for them. They might not have been able to just walk out on their own.
Yeah. What happens when you jump the barricade? You're fair game at that point. Hell yeah.
Have you seen the guy that jumped Bret Hart? Have you seen his picture up online?
Oh yeah.
He's pretty wrecked, and that's what happens.
Hell yeah. And you hear all the guys that jumped in to protect them. Like, you guys do that all for everybody. You can't appreciate that enough.
Yeah, and especially it's something like the Hall of Fame. Here's a guy like Bret Hart that gave his, pretty much his life to this business and contributed to what the business is today. And, to show that disrespect in their moment, and it was good to see that the boys were right there and didn't let it go any farther than what it already had.
Hell yeah, you can't. And especially a legend like Bret Hart, but anybody, any wrestler, anytime. Last question I have for you, and I asked this to Gino, and he had some interesting picks. WrestleMania weekend, playlist, music, top 3 songs you would have to represent this entire weekend, regardless of promotion, regardless of anything. What are your top 3 songs that would represent the weekend?
Not real sure. Bullet Club.
There you go.
G.O.D. My music.
Done.
Yeah. I don't really listen to too much music, to be honest. Just not really my thing, and then I'm mostly a Xbox guy. If I'm not on the road, I'm playing some PUBG.
There you go.
So trying to get some chicken dinners.
Are you just whipping people that are just like, oh yeah, Chase Owens, PUBG, fuck that guy? You're like, listen, I'm going to tell you something. That's crazy.
Yeah, that game's super addictive, and it's definitely taken the last year and a half of my life.
Hell yeah. They're like, hey, your music's playing. No, hang on a sec.
I got to kill some people.
There you go. Well, Chase Owens, thank you so much for making the time. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure for being part of this thing. You guys made an amazing event.
It's great. That's all Tama. Tama's the one that that set this up. Him and his business partner Steve. So it's great to be here. Great to be with all the fans, and without the fans, there's no us. So it's a two-way street. So everybody's all thank you for what we do, but no, thank you guys, for what you do.
Of course. Well, thank you, my man. And I can't wait to see what Chase Owens in 2019's got to offer.
Hopefully a lot.
Of course. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.